John Wayne is a legend in the Western genre, but one of his final films still sparks controversy to this day. The Cowboys has one of the most shocking moments in Wayne's entire career, and fans never forgave it. In fact, the actor who shared this scene with Wayne still gets hate mail because of what happened on screen. Curious? You're not going to want to miss this. In The Cowboys, John Wayne's character, Will Anderson, leads a group of schoolboys on a dangerous cattle drive. But things take a dark turn when they cross paths with a gang of ruthless cattle rustlers, led by Bruce Dern's character, Asa Watts, aka Long Hair. After one of Anderson's boys accidentally stumbles upon Watts and his gang, Watts threatens to slit the boy's throat if he reveals their location. Later, Watts and his gang ambush Anderson and the boys at their camp, forcing Anderson to surrender his gun. Watts takes pleasure in taunting the boys, who by this point see Anderson as a father figure. Anderson, though, isn't one to back down, so he challenges Watts to a fistfight and wins. But just when you think things are looking up, Watts does the unthinkable. While Anderson is walking away, unarmed, Watts shoots him in both arms, then in the leg, and finally twice in the chest, treating him like he's nothing more than a disposable animal. Sure, Wayne had died on screen before The Cowboys, but never in such a brutal, cowardly way. The scene left a lasting stain on Dern's career, with him being typecast as a psycho or villain for much of the 70s. Even today, Dern jokes about how fans still hold it against him. In a 2015 interview, Dern said he knew this would happen the day they shot the scene, with Wayne even telling him, "When audiences see you kill me, they're going to hate you for this." Wayne's first on-screen death happened in the 1933 film Central Airport, where he plays a pilot who drowns trying to save a passenger during a plane crash. One of his most outrageous deaths? That would be Reap the Wild Wind, 1942, where Wayne's character gets killed by a giant squid. Beyond The Cowboys, Wayne's most memorable on-screen death is probably in Sands of Iwo Jima, 1949, where he plays Sergeant John Stryker. After surviving the climactic battle, Stryker is suddenly shot by a Japanese soldier while celebrating victory with his men. A shocking moment in a film that earned Wayne his first Oscar nomination. Wayne's final on-screen death came in his last movie, The Shootist, 1976, where he plays J.B. Books, a gunfighter dying of cancer. In a final saloon shootout, Books survives, only to be gunned down by the bartender. His death scene, where a young boy, played by Ron Howard, covers his body with a coat as a sign of rejecting the gunslinger's life, serves as a powerful and fitting epitaph to Wayne's legendary career. By the time The Cowboys was filmed, Wayne was 64, and just as Will Anderson's death symbolizes him passing the torch to the younger Cowboys, Wayne's death in the movie reflected his own passing of the torch to a younger generation of Hollywood stars like Clint Eastwood and Steve McQueen. But it's not just Wayne's shocking death that stirred controversy. The movie was heavily criticized for suggesting that Anderson's boys could only become men by seeking revenge. Watching them get their revenge may seem cathartic, but it's bittersweet. They're still too young to understand what death really means.